Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, as you may have seen in my last video, I am going to be making Jedi Master Plo Koon from Star Wars The Clone Wars. And I thought I'd just do a quick video on how to start a cosplay. As I'm starting this from scratch, I thought I'd just go through the steps that I go through just when thinking about doing cosplay and starting to do it. Now, of course, your best friend in this case is reference. The best thing you can do is just watch the character in any shape or form, whether that's from video games, TV, movies, whatever. Just watch it. Grab screenshots, grab all the reference you can from online, and build up a big library of reference pictures for your character. These all help me absorb the character into my mind and help me start to break down the bits that I need. Now, it was obvious that a lot of this had to be custom. I would need all the tunic and everything made. That I'm going to cover in a future video, but I'll just show you my quick breakdown of the character. Now, this is a drawing that I did to start figuring out the pieces I would need for the character. You can see the robes I've drawn there and the ideas of how they were going to be made, but for the most part the underparts of the costume could most likely be just bought off the peg. Now, of course, you could go out shopping, you could go somewhere with lots of clothing stores and just browse the shelves until you find something that you like, but of course online shopping is also your friend, and you have basically the whole world at your fingertips to shop for things that might be suitable. Now, for this character, I figured I could probably get the undershirt and the trousers pretty easily and cheaply, so I started looking around and ended up on ASOS for the first part of it. They have a good search system where you can search for, you know, stylish clothes in a sort of genre or colour or, you know, things like that. I found this lovely undershirt. Now, this is like a browny maroon colour, which is exactly like the reference. It's got this lovely texture to it in the form of ribbing. It's nice and thin, so I'm not going to get too hot, and it just seemed like the perfect undershirt for this character. Now, the trousers I thought were also pretty simple, so I just had a look around for beige chino type trousers, and I found these. They're huge. Again, you're not going to see a lot of this part of the costume, and it's something I can probably wear if I want to, you know, when I'm not wearing the costume, but these are a nice pair of beige trousers that I can wear under the costume. Now, one of the best things I think you can do with this is when you're looking for clothes and when you're doing cosplay, I think look for textures in your fabric. Layer your fabrics and get texture. The thing that I really hate seeing is when people put in a lot of effort into a costume. They've patterned it, they've made it, but they just use like a bed sheet. They've used a cotton sheet. It looks thin and terrible. Please invest in your fabrics. For the robes on mine, we're going to be using some natural linens. It's going to be slightly padded, it's going to be great. The ribbing on this shirt just adds an extra layer of detail. It just makes your costumes look a whole lot better, so invest in your fabrics. Now, I also bought some shoes for this costume. Plo Koon has knee-high boots, so you might think, what is he doing? But these are going to be the base shoe for my costume. These again are from ASOS. They're a cheap shoe. You're not going to see any of this by the time it's done, because it's all going to be covered. Yeah, that's a good base shoe. Again, with places like ASOS, you can just return items if they don't fit. It's great, you get free delivery to return it. But yeah, these are good, and we're going to be modding these in another video. Now, the last thing I picked up for this costume is this, which is a Jedi Belt. Now, I always think if you could save time making something and there's something already available for a good price, just get it. You can always mod it, but this is pretty close to Plo Koon's belt, and by the time I would have bought all the leather and all the time I would have put into making it, you might as well have just bought something. So yeah, this is a good generic Jedi belt. You know, it's not 100% accurate, you know, I could maybe mod it in the future, but for the purposes of this costume, this is fantastic, and I'm just going to use it on the final costume. So there we go, that was just a quick breakdown of how I've started doing this costume. There's not long to go, so I've got to get cracking on some of the other parts that require a bit more work. Of course, I will be showing you everything that I do, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.